and talk your 2000 season. It was a good one.
It's a long time ago.
25 years.
Tiger Woods picked up 8 wins in 99, 9 in 2000.
#1 player in the world by a wide margin.
What do you think about that? Go in. Oh!
He's left them in the dark again.
He had complete control. And this is why I said, boy, this is going to be fun.
He was the ultimate competitor. He did what he had to do to win.
It certainly created Tiger and then everybody else.
There's a lot of times when I got out there on the golf course and I just like, I got nothing for this guy.
Winning those majors by the margins that he did, that season showed his greatness.
The best I've ever seen was Tiger Woods in 2000.
2000 showed the world what golf could actually be like. It's a whole different sport he played. Whole different sport.
It's a long time ago.
This is Tiger 2000, presented by Genesis.
What was the most important swing thought in your 2000 season?
I don't know. Whatever it was, it worked. 2000 was more of an evolutionary thing that happened from the 97 change after Augusta. It was all the hard work that I'd done through the middle part of 97, the struggles of 98, struggles of the early part of 99, just getting efficiently better.
Started way back in 97 when Tiger broke the record at the Masters. He wanted to change his swing at the end of the year to get better. You'd say, why would someone change their golf swing when they've had so much success? One of the beauties of Tiger Woods is he was never satisfied.
I didn't like the way I played. I didn't like the way my swing looked on video. I didn't like the way I felt through the ball. So I decided, you know, I don't like it, let's change it. There's no way I could play consistently with my old swing. I would have weeks where, yeah, I'd win, but I'd also have weeks where I'd be either missing cuts or just barely making cuts and then not doing anything on the weekend. It was either all or nothing.
Get down.
And it finds that creek that runs up along the left side of the 18th.
He just seems a bit edgy, not happy. He's not playing as well as he would have liked.
I wanted to have a bad week where I finished 10th, or I'd play terrible and finish like 15th. It took a little bit longer than I thought, but it was well worth it.
The club was pointed a little across the line, not down the line towards the target. The club was getting a little stuck behind him coming down, meaning the club was a little back behind his body because he had such a fast body. So we wanted to clean those little things up.
Good things take time, even for the best player in the world. Despite criticism from onlookers, Tiger and Butch worked tirelessly from 1997 to 1999 to find the key to that consistency. Quietly awaiting the moment or the season, the results will speak for themselves.
This is August 25th, 93. This is the first time I've ever saw him. To show you what strength does in a golf swing, watch the club face in the next frame. See how flipped over that is? That's just not having any strength at all. You can see the difference in the positions at the top of the swing. Huge changes there. But what you start to see on the way down is very interesting because you'll see on the left, the club gets stuck behind his body. On the right, you can see the difference in the shaft angles coming down. See how square that club face is if I show it to you here and show it to you here. So strength and technique had a lot to do with that. Just that picture alone, 7 years later, shows you everything that we worked on. We had worked hard. 99 was going to be a good year. And I get this call from him.
Right before the Nelson, I hit a few shots on the range just where I wanted to.
I could tell from the energy and excitement in his voice. He says, but you've got it. I think I've got it. Everything we've worked on, I feel it now.
Finally, after about a year and a half of work, and it came together, and then from then on, I think I've only finished out of the top 10 twice since then.
I was like, whoa, something really special is about to happen here. We're in for something we've never seen before.
He wins here at Memorial.
Tiger's #1 in the world again.
Again, Tiger Woods prevails.
The legend grows. The best season of the quarter century on the PGA Tour.
I won 8 times that year. That was a good year. I know that you saw the PGA at Medina, but the entire year was a big step in the right direction. Things just hit, and I went on a nice run for a few years. And then once it all kind of started to roll in the end of '99, it just rolled into 2000.
Starting with Kapalua, famous duel with Ernie.
Oh my gosh, Kapalua, man, that one still stings a little bit.
Did he ever say anything funny to you, ever kind of acknowledge how you had his number?
Yeah, it took a long time. He laid into me a little bit, so which was awesome. I loved it, and we had a good time about it.
Tiger, Jack was the golfer of the last century. Do you see yourself as the golfer of the next century?
That's a strong question to ask already, but I'm going to do one thing. I'm going to continue to work hard and be patient with it, and hopefully that I can either come close to his accomplishments, and if I get lucky, maybe exceed them.
The year you had last year, can you duplicate it?
I think I can.
All attention on Tiger Woods, looking to extend his consecutive starts with a victory to 5 and go where only 2 men before him have in the PGA Tour's history. It is essentially a 2-man race for the first title of the new season.
It was an incredible start to the year, going head-to-head with Ernie right there at Kapalua to start out.
This is a little different animal. It wasn't a 2 or 5 shot lead, and it wasn't an untested player behind him. It was one of the best in the world, and Ernie has showed that, matching him shot for shot.
I was involved with that 2000 season quite a bit. Man, I played good golf.
An animal called Ernie Els, #5 in the world. He was going to be the next superstar, but kind of taking a little bit of a back seat to Tiger. And let me tell you something, that bothers a guy who feels like he should be the #1 in the world. So he has a lot to prove today.
I wanted to get into that group of players where I felt I belonged, and that was going to take a little bit more hard work.
Ernie's shot making at the Century only confirmed his place among the world's best. As the well-established Els-Woods rivalry intensified, setting the stage for what would become a theme throughout 2000.
Now Ernie, straight putt, 4 or 5 feet, little downhill to take a one-shot advantage. That one hurts.
Been playing together for 3 days. Up to that point, I knew coming down the stretch, somebody had to do something.
Birdie for Woods, and he takes the lead, heading to 16.
Ernie actually played better than I did. I made a few more putts than he did, but to have a duel like that with a player of that caliber, and we didn't make a mistake. We were right there, at each other's throat all day.
You get to a certain point in the golf tournament when you just got to do something and do something good.
Tiger Woods, Ernie Els tied at 14 under, 1 hole to play.
Walking in lockstep down the 18th fairway, the familiar foes held the championship in one hand and a chance to make a statement early in the season in the other.
Wow.
He hits truly phenomenal golf shots.
That certainly dictates what Ernie Els has to do. We got some action. If it gets over that rise.
Come on down.
We just talked about Tiger's shot. Ernie hitting that shot after Tiger was even better.
This for eagle, with Ernie's eagle putt waiting. And now to try to stuff it in on top of that and send us back to the 18th tee for a playoff. Oh, yeah!
Both players made birdie on the first playoff hole, but on the second, Tiger turned the improbable into the unbelievable.
The wind was really howling, and the flag was in front. and we couldn't quite get the ball very close to the hole in our second shots. He had like a 40-footer, and I just had this eerie feeling.
They have two putts here that really aren't makeable.
He just had it within himself to be aggressive at the right time. You had to be aggressive with that putt.
What do you think about that?
Unbelievable. He's seen the line. He knows the speed. Now you just got to do it.
It ends up just short.
I saw the line, and I didn't quite hit it hard enough.
New season, same result. Another Tiger Woods win. That's 5 in a row.
When you have a guy with confidence like that, and he's not scared of making mistakes, you know, it's tough to beat a guy like that.
Unfortunately for Ernie, I think in 9 of those wins, maybe Ernie was second 4 or 5 times. So it's not that Ernie else played bad, it's just that Tiger Woods played better than anyone else.
It feels a lot better when you can beat the best players and I head up. And I was fortunate enough to get him this time.
It was at our peak of our powers back in the day. People still talk about it, you know, 25 years later.
Pebble Beach, the approach at 15 on Monday with the finish. Describe the feeling of that swing and just how that felt leaving the club face.
15 is very steep back there in the back right. That shot didn't work with the 56, so I hit it with my pitching wedge.
The dead-on shot was important for distance control. We worked on it, and it was going to be perfect for Pebble.
Tried to hold it against the hill and just play some kind of dead arm shot there with a very slow release and just let it die on the hill.
I like that play, and I like that shot. Go in. Oh!
For green, it's a little back to front. You slow the speed down and you match your rotation of your body and your arms together. That controls the speed that the ball goes to the green and the way it reacts on the green.
With the dead arm shot in his arsenal, Tiger entered the final round, eyeing his 6th straight victory.
I was going to do it again. If I won, I was going to do it again. It's just how soon I was going to do it.
But this time, Tiger faced a comeback, trailing rookie Matt Gogol by 5 shots.
When I made the turn, I was 3 up on Vijay Singh and Nota Begay, so I didn't think he was going to be a factor in the tournament.
I was at the 12th tee standing at 11 under, and I figured if I could somehow get to 14 or 15, I might give myself a chance.
Good stroke. He's made a bunch of those today.
He was well back of the pace and all of a sudden just finds that gear, that Tiger Woods gear, and just went crazy.
Famously 7 down with 7 to play, Tiger found himself in that gear and making up ground quickly to post a 64.
Tiger Woods has suddenly vaulted to tie it for second and only 2 strokes behind Matt Gogol.
That's right. Right back in it.
I said, how the hell did you get to 14 and 2? He said, I didn't eagle 14, I eagled 15. Oh, 15? 15. Oh. And then he almost eagled 16. It was just remarkable.
Sounded a little bit heavy, but it's not.
Oh, no, he just about made 2 in a row. That ball hit right in front of the hole. I thought it was going in.
If I didn't win, I was definitely going to try and make it difficult for him to win.
He has made up the difference and improved it by 1, and now he must wait. Gogol is 1 back.
I was surprised. I knew I was leaking a little bit, but I still felt I was either going to be tied for the lead or 1 shot up with 2 or 3 holes left. And when I saw he was posted, I was like, okay, we got to hit some shots.
It's a good line. Oh, boy.
I had makeable birdies. I just didn't get them to fall.
The streak continues.
Come on, guys, this can't be this easy.
Oh, it definitely was not easy today. just have to be very patient, give yourself a lot of chances, and hopefully you make your share.
Tiger's eagle on 15 at Pebble Beach was far from the only shot that stunned his peers. At Bay Hill, he left an impression so impactful.
That's that little stinger.
His artistry jumps off the screen 25 years later.
I played with Tiger in 2000, seemed like a lot. I played with him in round 1 at Bay Hill. It was unbelievable.
Billy Andrade recently said you hit a stinger on 13 that kind of left him in awe. Did you realize how iconic that shot would become?
You get up on the 13th tee, it's a layup hole for most, and he steps up and he hits a stinger. And I was just like, oh my God. It would be like somebody getting on their knees and getting a shotgun and then aiming like right down the middle of the fairway and shooting the gun. It never wavered, and it went just dead straight 260 yards right down the middle of the fairway.
Oh, that is some shot. Just hitting something low and just get it in play. It's the same thing I would hit with a pitching wedge or a 9-iron. Why can't I just do it with a 2-iron?
I've never seen a shot like that before.
Tiger carried that confidence into the final round, where on the heels of the third round 63, Davis Love felt he might have what it takes to take down Tiger, even if trailing by 2.
If I play 4 good rounds, I can compete. I know that. It doesn't matter who it is.
Woods began this day with a 2-shot lead over his playing competitor, Love.
I figured if I could go out there and stay away from the big number, I'd put a little pressure on Davis.
Somehow you got to say, hey, I can beat this guy in a given day. I just remember that when he has the A game, you better have your A+ game to keep up with his A game.
Davis began to find answers with his putter on the back 9.
This looks good.
Oh, that's a perfect lead by Love.
Game's on, Tiger.
But struggled to match Tiger off the tee and with his irons.
I'm trying to get to the green in 2, and he's way up there hitting an iron in.
Both players with the firepower to reach the green in 2. This is hammered going right up the right center.
I feel like I'm driving it good, and he goes, you got nothing for me. He was always brutally honest about it.
Ooh, he ripped this. See ya, Davis.
I was 1 in greens and reg and number 2 in putting. And so you're hitting a lot of fairways, a lot of greens, and making everything. It's going to add up to some W's.
Tiger Woods with a 5-shot lead.
Watch this come back. Whoa! Kept it at least in the ball game a couple times. I did a good job. I just hit 3 or 4 shots in a row at the wrong times.
For sole possession of second.
That's a great way to finish. There's a lot of times when I got out there on the golf course and I was playing pretty good, and I just like, I got nothing for this guy.
Another successful close for Tiger Woods.
It makes it that much more special to beat one of the top players in the world, and to go out there head to head like I did today with Davis and to come out on top. It definitely feels pretty good.
Tie the lead. Oh, by a sliver.
He shot 63 in the final round at Byron Nelson.
What a run he made today.
And I just called and left him a message, hey, great playing. I'll see you in a couple weeks when you get back from Germany.
Great round. Thank you very much. Turn this thing inside out.
Trying to.
Okay, great.
15 minutes later, the phone rang, and it was him, and said, hey, yeah, you know, if I'd have had my ball this week, I'd have won by 5. And I'm like, what do you mean your ball? And he said, well, I've been working with the different balls you left for me. And he said, can you meet me in Hamburg, Germany, Tuesday morning? And I'm like, oh, what are you, okay, you're kidding me. And he goes, no, I'm dead serious. I want to try the ball in Hamburg, Germany this coming week. And I said, we're on the way. When I went to work at Nike, my job was to come in and get tour players to play the product. Early in '99, they developed 4 different golf balls in their joint development agreement that they had with Bridgestone at the time.
At that time, we were playing a lot of balls, and so the balls were spinning quite a bit.
The popular technology in early 2000 was wound construction, where you have basically rubber bands around the liquid center with a compression molded cover, where this is all injection molding, so it's much more precise in its tolerances. That was why we went down the solid construction path at Nike when we started developing the tour accuracy.
Cale's next job was to switch Tiger from the wound construction ball he had so much success with to the 2-piece ball. But Cale knew that tough task would take the big cat from dominant to unreachable.
Early 2000, we had a couple tests in Orlando with him. We left him with 6 different versions of the golf ball, thinking, okay, we're done till October because major season's coming.
He was having so much success with the equipment he was using.
It changed at Byron Nelson. He knew that off the driver, the dispersion was going to be tighter. He could spin the ball more around the greens than what he had been using. It gave him the ability to be more aggressive at flags. And when you're the best player in the world and you know that's in your arsenal, that's just going to give him even more confidence.
On the heels of narrowly missing a playoff at the Byron Nelson, Cale and Nike's golf ball engineer based in Japan, Rock Ishii, met Tiger at the Deutsche Bank SAP Open with 6 dozen golf balls to see if the new ball was up to snuff by putting it to the ultimate test in tournament play.
Golf is a global game, and in order to become a world ranked player, you got to play all around the world and test yourself on all different tours and conditions.
Tiger in for a 70 to finish in joint 3rd place at 11 under par alongside Ian Woosnam and John van der Velde.
We didn't know when we left Germany if he was going to play it at Memorial. And then he let us know he was going to put it and play it.
The leader, Tiger Woods, by 6. What a performance he's put on here.
I like the properties of the new Nike ball, and Titleist has been nice enough to let me try it and let me experiment with it. I played with it last week, had a pretty good result, and this week I'm actually playing pretty good.
After an opening 71, a 63 on Friday that he rated as his best as a professional in tournament play. Backed it up with 65 yesterday.
I knew going out today I needed to shoot a good front 9 to make sure these guys didn't have a chance going the back 9. I just felt so comfortable with my driving this week that it enabled me to be more aggressive coming into the greens.
The gap has now widened to 7 over Ernie Els.
Did you ever feel any pressure from Ernie and Justin?
Well, I saw Ernie was making a run, and the board said he was 7 under through 14. And I made bogey at 13, and Stevie, my caddy, says, okay, time to buckle down.
Breakings from right to left. Here we go.
Oh, yes.
I don't know if I was in the hunt.
Leonard trying to make Tiger take notice.
Tiger was there, so I tied for the lead in the B flight with Ernie Els.
It's another way of doing something spectacular.
Look at that.
I think it's he or Jack as far as over a career and how much they did win and how often they put themselves in the hunt.
Back-to-back Memorial titles for Tiger Woods.
This kid played in Germany last week, didn't get here till Wednesday. And time changed everything else, and he still just blitzed everybody.
You almost wish the Open were next week, or do you feel like there's still stuff you need to work on?
Well, there's some stuff I need to work on. I'm trying to get better and trying to improve, to give myself chances in each and every tournament I play in.
You said after you won that every area of your game can get better. Did it get better?
You know, every area in my game got better. It's to get more efficient, to get better, and control the things that we can control.
Well,
What I saw playing with him the week before the US Open was remarkable. Butch said to me on Saturday, Tiger's coming in. If he goes and plays, you can play with him.
I think Adam shot 72, which was pretty good, and Tiger shot like 63 or 64, and just made it look so easy. And Adam came in and he goes, Butch, we got a lot of work to do.
I said something like maybe I should reconsider turning pro, and the only thing that made me feel good was he won the US Open by 15 the next week, so I was quite happy to see that no one else really played like that.
Back at Pebble Beach for the US Open, Tiger entered the final round with a 10-shot lead. His new golf ball giving him better control in the coastal wind, yet another physical advantage over his opponents.
I played every practice round with Tiger in 2000 here. I said, that's the greatest player I've ever seen in my life. This tournament's over. This kid will win this week, because I never saw him miss a shot.
It felt like everything inside 10 feet was just good. The reason my speed control was good because my iron play was good. I would leave myself below the hole and I had all the easiest putts.
In the year 2000, I was 7 years old. And I remember Pebble Beach, a lot of domination, a lot of wins, and I think that's when his swing was the best.
On Sunday, his goal that day was not to make a bogey. You can't go around a US Open course and not make a bogey, especially when you're leading by 100.
He made a putt on the 16th hole, about 12, 15 feet for a par, and gave it this big fist pump. Here he is with a 15-shot lead, getting all excited about making a par.
That putt he made on 16 was like he won something. He was just that guy.
Add in Tiger's ability to build mental tension in the biggest moments, is silently separating him from the field by astronomical margins.
He beat me by 15. That's embarrassing. Thank you very much.
I actually played fairly well. He beat me by 22 shots. 22 shots.
I remember being in second place with 9 holes to go and being completely lapped. And that's very hard to take. When you're that far behind, that can be pretty brutal on the psyche.
Did you want your competitors to fear you in 2000? And do you think they did?
It was not about implementing fear. I would just want to be more consistent than them. I really shouldn't make any mental errors.
Tiger's 15-shot win marks the largest margin in major championship history, a record still untouched 25 years later, and his first double-digit victory of the 2000 season, and it wouldn't be his last. All the while, Tiger began a legacy of giving back to the game the way he knew best.
The Hero World Challenge has been around here for a long time. It was in 2000, and my first hosted event, my first tournament, and to have a look at it 25 years later, who we've helped and the lives that we have impacted.
The Genesis Invitational is growing what we're doing.
At TGR Foundation, our mission is to empower students to pursue their passions through education. Tiger's vision was to create a safe, inspiring space where young people could come and chase their dreams.
My dream is to be a commentator for the Los Angeles Dodgers. The Learning Lab has just given me so many opportunities to go out and meet people in that field.
My vision for the TGR Foundation is to serve more kids in need and make a more of an impact in Southern California.
Pebble was amazing because he won by 15, but then he backed it up the next month at St. Andrews on a very hard golf course.
The British Open was more physical than it was mental because that ground just beats you up. It was so hard.
On a course that penalizes you for missteps, Tiger's tangible precision at St. Andrews drew a stark contrast between he and the rest of the field.
Tiger and I always played practice rounds together. He made 18 birdies in 32 holes. Every shot was perfect.
I played with Tiger and at St. Andrews the third round, last group. It was a chaotic day. What I remember the most was his focus and his ability to be there on every shot, not hitting in a bunker when there are bunkers everywhere, just being in total control.
You could take a bad bounce. I mean, a perfect shot could go in the bunker, but it didn't. And obviously he decimated everybody there.
It was always his ability on long iron shots to stop a ball by the hole. A good shot for me on some holes would be 25 or 30 feet, whereas a good shot for him was 5 or 6 feet.
Tiger's ability to never lose hold of the championship weighed heavily on his opponents, like the 6-shot lead he held going into the final round.
We were playing a no bogeys game, and he hit a 4-iron on a par 3, and I saw that, and so I went back and got the 4-iron. I had a 5-iron, and I hit my 4-iron straight over the green because, you know, I was just fooled into it by Tiger. He really was intimidating.
You say, it's 1 week, and then he won the British Open at St. Andrews by a ton. If you're smart, you just let him win all those events by his great play, not by you thinking you're better.
It was just very discouraging to get beat by that many shots and know that there was no answer for it. I had never felt that at a golf tournament before, that he was at a different level by that much.
We all know that Tiger Woods is the best player in this game, and we all know that we're going to have to play better golf. And, you know, so we can talk about it till we're blue in the face, but, you know, the only way we're going to accomplish it is going out there and doing it.
As the margins of victory continued to separate him from the rest, Tiger's 8-shot Open Championship win represented a confluence of everything: the ball, the mindset, and of course, the golf shots.
To always know in the back of your mind that you won the Open Championship at the home of golf is probably going to be the highlight of your career.
If he would have really tried to shoot as low as he could have for that week, he could have shot probably 30 under par, but he just cozied it around for an easy 19 under.
I had some nice margins there, 15, 8, and then a few other ones. So I won the dog fights, but also had a couple blowouts.
Perhaps one of the best examples of Tiger's resilience came at Valhalla, where a familiar face brought back memories from 20 years prior.
Valencia, okay. Magic Mountain. Bob May.
I always followed him because he was probably the best player at the time in Southern California when I was growing up.
He started showing up at some tournaments. I was 11 years old, and Tiger and his dad were on the putting green watching me play.
He had an amazing record, won a lot of tournaments.
Back in the day, I would hear him say, I want to beat Bob May's records. And when he turned pro, he wanted to beat all of Jack Nicklaus's records.
He was a wonderful player, and it definitely made it more enjoyable for both of us to have a guy that, you know, you knew out there competing.
When the two met in the final round of the PGA Championship, the stakes were much higher than beating their junior golf records, as Tiger eyed his 3rd straight major.
It was my first time to really be a contender in a major, but to play with the #1 player in the world and to be able to compete and challenge him like that, it was satisfying to myself.
Hats off, he shot 3 straight 66s, and that's very impressive at a major championship.
I said, you know, here's the deal. Tiger puts his pants on the same way I do, 1 leg at a time. What I did the first 3 days was good enough to get me in this position. Just stick to your game plan.
They took turns trading blows, but were all square as they stared down birdie putts on the 72nd hole.
I never looked at the scoreboard before I hit that putt on 18, and I looked over and I thought, okay, all you got to do is just get the right line. And when I actually hit that putt, I thought I left it short. And then it went in, then he had to make his putt. I sat there for about a second. I thought, God, if he misses this, I could win the PGA.
I kept telling myself, relax, you've putted great the entire week. There's no reason why you can't step up there and just bury it.
I thought, I knew he wasn't going to miss. He never missed a putt all year. We went to the playoff, and the first hole, he hit that putt that he ran and chased.
We're breaking through the fire, we're born to ride.
Tiger pointing at the hole, I remember watching that live and just thought it was the coolest thing. And as a kid, I would kind of do the same thing for the next little while, thinking I'm Tiger Woods.
If you were going to win the tournament, you're going to have to make birdies. And I just happened to just get it by a little bit.
I played with Tiger in 2000 in Valhalla. I got done, and I said, I know why I'm passing the baton now.
To quote Bobby Jones, he plays a game in which I'm not familiar. And Tiger did.
Tiger really thought that he was invincible. And when you believe like that, it makes it very difficult to be beaten. And a guy like that's not going to beat himself.
The lights out at Akron was big. That's a memory.
It's dark. It's dark 30 right now.
They're going to let the players go as long as they want to play. He really could have stopped playing on 17, but the lead was so extraordinary.
9-shot lead. 2 holes to go.
Growing up, when we'd play at the Navy golf course, Dad and I'd meet him out there after work, and we don't get a whole lot of daylight. So you hit your shot, and I'd have to describe how I hit it, where I hit it, and if it's not there, then we go home. And so I have to know exactly where I hit the golf ball.
You can't do that. I still can't even see the ball. How he hit that shot, it was an instrument landing, let's put it that way. Because there's no way you could play it off of just sight. It was genius.
How about that, huh?
And of course he knocked in the putt.
He's left them in the dark again.
This is how I grew up playing. I used to sneak out on the golf course to go play in the twilight like this.
An 11-shot margin of victory.
That may be one of the greatest shots he never saw.
No doubt about
it. Maybe it was just those moments that led to that one moment.
Tiger's 11-shot win in Akron marked wins in back-to-back weeks. And another stunning margin of victory. As he headed up north to the RBC Canadian Open, Tiger faced another seemingly impossible shot made effortless.
Grant said Tiger could do stuff that other guys couldn't.
Absolutely, yeah. I agree with that. I remember walking from the range, kind of following Tiger to the first tee, and some people were literally crying when they saw him like he was a rock star. Think about Tiger Woods 2000. Nobody can beat him, and now you're paired with him on Sunday.
I just kept reminding myself that these are the experiences in your lifetime that enrich your life. I've got a chance to play with the greatest player in the universe in the final round of a championship. There's no reason why I can't enjoy this.
Tiger faced challenger Grant Waite, who, like Bob May and Matt Goldberg, managed to take the championship to the very end.
You want to make some birdies and you want to fire at the flags, but you know if you make a mistake, he's going to leave you because he just doesn't do it. That's the hardest thing about beating Tiger is that he never beats himself.
When you're playing well, I don't care who you are, whether you're a past major championship winner or a person who's never won a PGA Tour event.
I really physically can't do some of the stuff that he can, but what he showed me there on the last few holes, especially on 16 and 18, it showed me where I could get better mentally.
So he missed the green right on 16, and he hit his chip probably like 15 feet short. So he had a 15-footer that broke maybe 3 feet. I mean, it was not an easy putt.
Look out.
Got it. He buried that to go one up, and then he hit it in the rough on 17 and had a horrible lie.
Well, it looks like he's trying to get in that left bunker up there. And that's not a bad play.
Somehow hacked it out to get pin high to a place where you're like, oh, he's making bogey from there. And he his bunker shot's like 2 feet.
Oh, what a marvelous golf shot.
It's like, no wonder you can't beat this guy. He just got so many tools in the toolbox.
At the 18th, Grant Waite his second here at the par 5.
It was downwind off the left. And yes, I was in a bunker.
Big shot here, Billy.
This is right at the center of the green.
Beautiful shot.
He has not backed off all day long.
My target was his ball.
If he pulls this shot off, this is going to be in that highlight package of the US Open, British, and PGA. Boy, this is some guts right here.
His ball came in, I'm like, this ball's going right at the flag.
I turned it with the wind, and it was more of a flat turn, so it wasn't going to be short. If anything, I thought it was going to be in the back bunker.
This is right on line.
What a shot.
Does it get any better than this?
I'm thinking, oh my gosh, we just beat Tiger Woods. And then I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. What a shot.
For a guy to take out a 6-iron, fire it right at that flag with the tournament on the line, we're signing a card, and I said, you know, you're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to hit it in the middle of the green. I said, I'm hitting in the middle of the green from the middle of the fairway. You're not supposed to do that. And he's like, well, you know, the shot was on. I'm like, well, I guess it was. You know?
Tiger Woods, his 9th victory of the year, and the second man to capture the Triple Crown, the U.S., the British, and the Canadian Opens in the same year.
Anyone else would have tried to execute the shot he did out of the bunker?
No. I don't think so. I mean, I can't speak for other players, but for him, it's, oh, yeah, well, it's a 6-iron, of course. You know, just go right there, no problems. But, you know, with the tournament on the line, he made that look easy.
To be in that position and see what you got inside. And that's when you put all your past experiences, you put all that behind you, and all you really care about is right now. And then get the job done, and whatever it takes, and leave it all out there on the course.
Genesis Inspiration Foundation was founded in 2018. Our focus is on youth arts education.
Since its inception in 2018, the Genesis Inspiration Foundation has donated over $13 million in funding for arts programming at museums, schools, and nonprofits nationwide to create meaningful opportunities for youth to explore their creativity and potential.
There's a big gap in the arts, and we want to help connect youth to their imagination, creativity, and when we do that, we know they do better in school and in life.
This year alone, the foundation is donating $3 million to 83 youth arts organizations.
Access is already limited, so we're going to get these kids connected to the arts because it's such an important and vital part of their lives.
Learn more at genesisinspirationfoundation.org.
If you don't get 10 victories?
You know, it'd be nice if I did, but the fact that I won 3 majors in 1 year is not a bad thing either.
As the 2000 PGA Tour season wound to a close, Tiger's relentless desire to keep winning never wavered. His 9 wins and their margins incomprehensible, but the impression he left on his competitors stands the test of time.
He hit shots that I wasn't able to hit.
Putting, people don't give enough credit for that. I mean, when it mattered, he made it.
Tiger is making a charge.
Once you get past the physical attributes of hitting it long off the tee, an amazing iron player and tremendous putter and beautiful chipper of the ball, then you get to the idea that he's also the toughest mentally of anybody out there playing. So that combination is pretty tough to beat, and the year of 2000 pretty much proved it.
His 9th victory of the year.
Why was he so good? He was never in trouble. Even if he hit it in the trees, he'd find a way to curve it out of the rough, onto the green, or at least where he could get up and down the park.
He's the only man on the planet that can hit that shot.
I just remember watching Tiger in those times in my life and just like it really impacting me as a golfer. He just made me love the game.
How he drove the golf ball in was unbelievable, and that's the pinnacle of hitting it long and hitting it straight.
He was just better in every single aspect of the game, period.
Anybody that's that good, they generally can't describe why or how they're that good, and I would say Tiger's the same way.
Always thought that this was but a dream. Always thought that this was fantasy.
If there was a negative to 2000, Tiger wanted it to be like that every year after that because that's his mentality. Yeah, I won 9 times, I won 3 majors, but I need more.
His strength was mental. Everything he did was calculated.
He's just an extraordinary player that comes along, you know, once every generation, or in this case, maybe once in forever. Right now, he's an athlete in full flight, and it's beautiful to watch.
It was so cool to be there in that era because he made you better.
I totally idolized Mr. Nicklaus, Mr. Palmer, all the players that came before me. But I just find it hard to believe that anybody's ever played golf like Tiger.
Just an absolute legend that we witnessed.
At the end of every year of my life, I always wanted to say that I'm a better player than I was in the previous year. And if I can do that for hopefully the majority of my career, if not my entire career, then I will have a very successful career.